Hi everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button down below. Hitting that subscribe button costs you absolutely nothing and means so much to me, so I hope you'll help me out. Wow, I'm back. Didn't know if I could remember my spiel or not at the beginning. So this is my first video back filming properly for YouTube. I have done a very short video prior to this where I talked about some of the things that had happened while I had been gone and things that were said about me, but this is my first video back filming. The very first thing I need to do is thank you all. So as a lot of you know, I have had some really serious health issues over the last 7 weeks that were completely unforeseen. I had to have my gallbladder out, which was not planned, but had come up because I had high liver function readings, and then they did an ultrasound and they found sludge, not stones, and my surgeon decided it needed to come out so that it didn't cause issues. Now that was supposed to be the most straightforward procedure ever. It's the most performed abdominal surgery that happens worldwide, and it rarely has major complications. I was an anomaly, which nobody likes to be medically, and had major complications, and 9 hours after my first surgery I was back in having a second emergency surgery with internal bleeding, and a hematoma had formed in my abdominal wall, and it was very much touch and go. Like when I was being wheeled into surgery screaming in pain, texting my family goodbye because I didn't, nobody thought, no one was sure if I was going to come out the other side. I mean, they all say the right things as you're being wheeled into that kind of surgery. We'll take good care of you. We're sure that this is all going to be okay. But it was made very clear to me it was life-threatening and that there were no guarantees of that. So that was really hard. And yeah, so I'm still, you can see that I am still heavily traumatized by that, and I have several appointments with my psychologist because I need to deal with that, because I have always been someone who's been really comfortable with surgery, and I am not so much at the moment. And then I had to have a third surgery 2 weeks after that because the wound where the gallbladder had come out and the hematoma had formed filled with blood clots, which was awesome, which if they migrate can be life-threatening. So yeah, there was a lot going on. I had time in the ICU and 4 blood transfusions and lots of things, and a hard recovery. But I am back to as normal as I ever am. For the most part, I have returned to Pilates, even though my abdominal wall is still not fabulous, but we will get there. We always do. And yeah, I'm happy to be alive, and I am happy to be back. But yes, I apologize for the long absence, but thank you to everybody who reached out, who commented, who sent me well wishes, who just checked in on me, who was worried about me. Even if I was just a thought in your brain at any point, I appreciate all the thoughts, and how amazing this community is, and yeah, I felt appreciated and seen and cared for, even if you weren't anywhere near me. So I really do appreciate that and all the messages. There are some special mentions that I need to make, and I'm going to show you some stuff that I got sent today, and then we will return to scheduled normal scheduled videos from Sunday. So yeah, but I really wanted to put this out to thank a whole heap of people. So people sent me stuff after the first surgery when we didn't know if it was going to be as bad as it was. There were lots of people who sent me stuff. So Victoria from Accounting for Luxury, she sent me some hot chocolate and some fantastic cups that my husband has now claimed as his. She sent me books and shower melts and a puzzle book. So she sent me things to do, and the hot chocolate's awesome. We're still working our way through that. Alicia, she sent me flowers and hot chocolate and marshmallows as well. Really good family friends sent me flowers. LV sent me flowers. Deb from Wild Unfiltered sent me flowers. My staff put together this fabulous little basket. I'll insert a picture of some of my favorite things and things to make me feel good and just do some self-care while I was at home, which was really nice of them. They were very worried about me, my staff, which is lovely to know that they actually care. Not that I didn't think that they did, but I know that lots of people just show up for their job every day and they're not really invested, and I really feel like my staff are invested, which I appreciate. And then I had I had things arrive, which I'll show you guys in a minute, but I had the most amazing box arrive the other day, and it came from Deb at Wild Unfiltered from the UK, and she said, will you film yourself opening this? So I'm like, yeah, okay, because I'd asked her to bring me back something from Paris because I didn't want much, but I just wanted this one little thing. And she's like, yeah, no worries. And then she sent it to me and the box arrived and it was a very big box. And she's like, film yourself opening it, because I think at the very least she wanted to see my reaction. So I apologize for what I look like in this clip because I have no makeup on. I just gotten home at the end of a long day, but I wanted to film it for Deb, not realizing that I would then use the footage for this. So you'll have to take me as I am in it, but I'll insert the footage here. So it's a random Tuesday afternoon and I've just gotten home taking my kids to their swimming lessons. I look terrible. I have no makeup on and I had a massive allergic reaction over the weekend where my face, or the middle of my face into my sinuses, swelled up so much that my lips started to weep. It was awful. Anyway, but not surprising given that my immune system is somewhat compromised at the moment. So little things will set me off, and even now my skin is so dry and cracked because my face was twice the size. So having a good time. So you'll have to excuse how I look. This box has arrived. This very big box has arrived from Deb at Wild Unfiltered. And I asked her when she was in Paris to get me a jellycat, a little croissant jellycat as a momentum. And all the handbag tribe were amazing. They reached out and said, do you want us to bring you back anything? Do you want us to send you anything for Paris, like luxury things? And I was like, no, I'm just not in the mood. And I'm still a little sad that I'm not going. So I don't want to have you buy me luxury things. But I did want the jellycat, the croissant jellycat. But this box seems to be bigger than just a jellycat. So let's open it. I have not opened it. I promised Deb that I would film the opening of it so that she could see a true reaction. So let's have a look. Oh, there it is. Oh, look out, there is bubble wrap. Here is a Louis Vuitton box. So let's just put that there. Doesn't mean there's actually Louis Vuitton in it. So I think this is all just packaging. Yes. So let's remove this and get this one out. So I would assume that this was just used, the box was just used as a way to send other things. So let's have a look. And so it looks like this has got ribbon on it. So let's take that off. And there's a card. Did she write in the card? Oh, teeny tiny little envelope. No, nothing on the card. Okay. Alright, let's open this up. So, we have several things. Okay, there might actually be Louis Vuitton in here. Hang on a minute. Let's just... Oh, there's my croissant. See? Oh, isn't he gorgeous? Oh, little croissant. Oh, very cute. He'll live up here with all my other keepsakes. And then we have a bundle of things. They've all written me postcards. I don't want to cry on camera because clearly people have issues with that. So each of them has written me a postcard. So we have Claire and Leslie, and we have Lisa and Deb, and we have Victoria, and we have Amelia Rose. So they've all written me postcards from Paris, which is very kind. So I will sit and read them later because they're all going to make me cry. Let's look at what else is in here. Oh, and Meredith, just a little something from us all to cheer you up. We hope you love Vivienne. Love Leslie, Lisa, Deb, Victoria, Claire, and Amelia Rose. So we have a Louis Vuitton dust bag. And they sent me Vivienne. Isn't that just so sweet? I love her. It was incredibly kind and unnecessary, but I am so grateful. I love my postcards the most because they're words from friends and they're the most important things, but I definitely love my soft little gifts as well, and it's Vivienne from Louis Vuitton in Paris. How exciting. Deb said, can you film it? And I was like, why am I filming myself boxing a jellycat? But I understand now, because I said, should I film it like I'm gonna do like drop this in for footage, or should I just film it on my phone because you want to see it? And she's like, best to do both, like maybe just film it on camera just in case. I'm like, okay. And now I know why. So so thank you to my fabulous friends. Thank you to Deb for sending this to me, and to all the fabulous women. So I will link them all down below. So Deb and Lisa and Amelia Rose and Victoria and Claire and Leslie. It was incredibly kind of you. And I am so grateful. Not just for these, but for your friendship and your love and support. And I will sit and read my postcards and cry. And yeah, I don't have any words for how grateful I feel right now. And they've even done the Eiffel Tower in kisses. Yeah, thank you guys. I'm very appreciative and very emotional. And so grateful for all of you. Yeah. So yes, how kind are my fabulous friends. And yes, I cried on camera and people make fun of me for that, but I don't care. So how gorgeous are my gifts? Like, look at Vivienne. She's so beautiful. Look, she's got little rivets for eyes and the fleur-de-lis, and she's so soft, and the little monogram feet. She's beautiful. I love her so much. So she will sit over here, pride of place, where my photo from Paris should go. My group photo from Paris should go, but clearly that's not happening. And my little jelly cat croissant, which I love. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. And I hate that I didn't get to go, but thank you for my fabulous gifts, which will stay there forever. And yes, feel very loved about that. Before I do the rest of the things that I got sent from you guys during this, I do want to introduce you to the newest family member of the Lux family. This is the newest member of the Lux family. For anyone who didn't see on Instagram, this is Teddy. Teddy, good boy. So Teddy is a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. He's 9 weeks old now. We got him at 8 weeks, and he's in the colour ruby. Yeah. So this is not our first Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. We have had 3 previously. I lost my little boy Schnitzel when he was only 3 because he had congenital kidney disease. But not long after we got him, we got Ginger Nut, who was also a ruby. So Schnitzel was Blenheim, so he was white with the brown spots. And then we got Ginger Nut as a mate for him, like just a sibling for him when he was, I think he'd been home with us maybe a month, and we got Ginger Nut because we thought pairs were best. And then we lost Schnitzel, and Ginger Nut was so heavily bonded to Schnitzel that we got Snickers just before we lost Schnitzel. So we've had 3 previously, and I have a food theme for my dogs. So Schnitzel, because chicken schnitzel is one of my favourite foods. Ginger Nut, because she was a ruby and she looked like a ginger nut biscuit. And Snickers, because she was brown and tan and a little bit nutty, so Snickers bar. We lost Ginger Nut in January, just through old age, and then Snickers died 6 weeks later, and she was 3 years younger than Ginger Nut, but we think she just couldn't handle life without her friend who she'd had her entire life. Snickers had never known life without Ginger Nut, so yeah, we think it was just all too much, and she had a few heart problems anyway, and her heart just gave out. So I say she died of a broken heart, which makes me a little sad. But we now have Teddy. So we tried to adopt several dogs online. I kept filling out applications. Like, it's a really in-depth process to adopt dogs these days. It's not like the old days when you'd go down to the pound and you'd choose a dog and you'd just pay your fee and take it home. No, they want to know everything about you now. So I kept applying, and then we'd never get anywhere. So in the end, we found a breeder that we trusted and who's registered, and we got Teddy. He's so cute. And yeah, we're loving life with a puppy again. He's sleeping through the night. He doesn't cry as much or at all when we put him to bed at night now. He's slowly toilet training. But yeah, we love him. And this is Teddy. So Teddy, because Tiny Teddy. So in Australia we have biscuits called Tiny Teddies. When we saw him, we're like, oh, he looks like a teddy bear. But I have to have a food theme because that's what I've done with all my dogs, with all my Cavaliers. If we changed breed, I'd be okay with it. But as long as they're a Cavalier, they have to be a food theme. So Tiny Teddy biscuits in Australia, and this is Tiny Teddy. And there may be another surprise, a little 4-legged surprise coming in the coming weeks. So when that happens, I will introduce you to that little friend as well, because we like our dogs in pairs. We find that they thrive when they've got little friends, and I feel better about if I've got to leave them at home, although Teddy's coming to work with me at the moment. And yeah, that's how we like it. So everybody meet Teddy. And maybe there'll be some Teddy spam on my channel and on my socials. So yeah, you say hi. You ready to go to sleep now? Such a puppy. He just sleeps, like gets up, has the zoomies for a while, and then goes to sleep. So that is Teddy. He is a fabulous addition to the Lux household. So we're loving Teddy around here, and he is lovely to have, especially given everything that's just gone on. It's really lovely to have a puppy again and to invest my time in that, and yeah, have someone curl up on me and just, play. And yeah, dogs make my heart happy. So it's really lovely to have a dog back in the house again. Like, it's been a while, and yeah, it's just really nice to have that extra little person in the house, and yeah, hang about for what's coming in a few weeks, which is also very exciting. I do also want to take this time to thank several people who really stayed on top of everything that was going on when it was happening, and I relied heavily on. So Dale from Dale's Addiction is a very good friend anyway, and I would say she's probably a lot of the time a better friend to me than I am to her, and she's always so good at checking in when things go on and there's health issues or there's stuff happening here, and I do my best to do that for her, but she's intrinsically good at that. She is, someone who, what's happening, what do you need, talk to me, checking in, she's fabulous at that. And during what was probably the worst of what was going on, she checked on me constantly. She also checked on my husband, which I really appreciated, because when things are happening to you, you're so in it, and you know that there's stress for those who love you around you, but you have to just, like, as much as I'm trying to be there for everybody else, I'm very aware that I'm very sick and I need to take care of me and do what I'm being told, and I can only do so much from a hospital bed or an ICU bed anyway. So Dale was really good at checking in on my husband, and I really appreciate that, because they're often the forgotten ones in all of this, and he was just trying to get through his days and deal with the kids, and I was suddenly gone, and it was really hard. So I appreciate Dale for checking in on him as well as me and being really supportive through that whole thing. Like, I would not have fared as well as I did without her support. And Connor was checking in on me constantly to make sure that I was okay. He was making me laugh, although that hurt because Donald Wall. So even though they're in Brisbane and they're so far from me and they can't see me, they always give me as much support as they possibly can from a distance and check on me and make sure I'm okay. And that's what friendship is. So I'm so appreciative to the two of them for just being my friend, and for putting up with me and for just supporting my entire family unit. So thank you guys. And to Jerusha from Jerusha Couture, who went to bat for me and fought my battles when I was far too sick to fight them myself. She took on my cause and was indignant and cranky on my behalf and weighed in, and she checked on me so much just to make sure I was okay. I know she was really upset by what happened to me. She is incredibly kind-hearted and a good person. She has a soft soul, and I don't think a lot of people would see that necessarily in her videos. They like to have experienced that outpouring of concern and support was really quite amazing for me, because she and I don't know each other that well. Well, we didn't prior to this, and she was there. Like, I needed it, she was there. She's saying, I'm gonna come see you, and for her to come see me, it's a fair amount of time in the car. So we don't live close to each other. In fact, we live on opposite ends of Sydney, and further out than that. So yeah, she was like, I'll come see you, what do you need, I'll send you whatever you need. Like, she was so supportive. So thank you, Jerusha, for being the incredibly kind person you are. I appreciate you so much. But I'm so lucky to have so many people who love me, and who support me and who have just been there through this. In addition to all that, I have had all these things arrive from you guys, and I'm just like, I'm so amazed at the outpouring of kindness from people who have never met me in person or who barely know me, to just take time out of their day and spend money on me. Like, it's been incredibly overwhelming, but also just heartwarming. So thank you so much to everybody who has sent me things, like, and has taken the time and energy to think of me at this time and to then act on those thoughts. I don't ever expect anything, but most certainly I am always incredibly grateful, so grateful for anyone who thinks of me and sends me something. Or, you know, I don't even need to be sent a thing. Like, cards mean the world to me. So thank you so much, guys. I had a couple of cards come in. So Sarah has sent me a card. So, Meredith, rest up, lovely lady, hope you get better soon. So thank you, Sarah, for your card. That was so kind. And then I also got a card from, who's this one from Felicity. So Felicity sent me a card as well. Thank you, thank you. And then a few people sent me things. So the fabulous Michael and Ilya sent me socks. Look. These are hand knitted. Ilya hand knitted these for me, and a purple pair. Like, how amazing is that? This is a skill I have no idea about. I don't knit. I have no creative ability in this area whatsoever. And she knitted me socks. I met Yulia and Michael at the Louis Vuitton VIP dinner at the end of last year. And they are the most lovely, lovely people, and Ulia and I speak on a regular basis on Instagram, and she's so lovely and warm. So it makes sense that she sent me lovely warm socks. So thank you so much, guys. I really am so appreciative. And then my fabulous subscriber, Jenny from South Australia, who always sends me beautiful things and is just the loveliest lady, comments on every single one of my videos, checks in on me, just so kind. She sent chocolates, which I no longer have to show you. They were for the little Luxes. I will admit that I may have eaten some of them. But Haig's chocolate in Australia is based in South Australia. You can buy them in store in Sydney as well. They have a store up here, but they are an South Australian based company. So she sent me Haig's chocolate because she's from South Australia. But she also sent me, I'm getting out. Look. He's so cute. So he's a little nightlight. I've got to charge him up. Oh, he might have some charge. Oh, there we go. He's on. How cute is he? Love him. With little flower on top, so he might need to sit up here somewhere. But look, she bought me a duck nightlight. Thank you, Jenny. That is so kind. And I just love him. So loving my newest duck. So many ducks. So we won't tell Mr. Lux. Shh. So Jenny sent me the duck as well as the chocolates, and of course she sent me a beautiful card to go with that. Just kind people. And then Tanya, oh my god, Tanya and I have done some swaps of things, and I have bought a bag from her. I don't remember if that was swaps. I can't remember now. Anyway, she and I keep in contact, and if she needs something, she'll reach out. She recently went, oh, I want a cherries bag. I'm willing to buy it. I said, I'll send you one. I've got spares. I will send you a Murakami cherries carry bag from Louis Vuitton. So, because they're still handing them out now. So that's fine. So I sent her one of those. But she sent me this box, a Tiffany & Co box. Naughty Tanya, you should not have gone to all this trouble. So she's like, to Meredith, hope you get well soon. Here's a little friend to have coffee with. All the best, Tanya. So this is beyond kind, and I certainly never expect anything like this, but it was just amazing. So in here, she has sent me a Tiffany & Co mug to have my coffee in, and I really want this size, so super appreciative to her to send me this because I don't have one yet. So she sent me the Tiffany & Co mug, which is awesome. But then this is beyond kind. She sent me a Murakami cat. I think it's a cat. It's a cat, isn't it? I think it looks like a cat. But this is Murakami. Look at this. Look at this Murakami pattern on it. It's amazing. I have never seen one like this, but it is so cool and I love it. For someone like me who has so many Murakami pieces, and I've got up here, I think you can probably just see it, the cup and saucer that Una managed to get for me from Japan, and then I've got all the the bits and pieces that came from the Murakami release that Jerusha gave me. But Tanya, I cannot express how grateful I am for this, because as a collector this is amazing for me, and you shouldn't have gone to all that trouble, but I'm certainly appreciative that you gave him to me because I love him so much. So that came as well, which really shocked me. So yeah, the outpouring of support and kindness has been just amazing and overwhelming, and restored my faith in humanity, because there was a while there that it was really dark. And I know my mental health hasn't been great throughout this, and I know that even now I am still struggling. But there was certainly a time there when it was hard, like it was really hard, and I didn't feel like I didn't know if I was ever going to get back to what I was before, or if I was going to, and I don't know if you ever do, I think you might just end up a little bit changed after something like this, which is not a bad thing. But yeah, it was there were a couple of weeks there when it was just hard, and I was so sick of being sick and feeling terrible, and I was trying to be so upbeat for as much as I could for my kids and my family. And so thank you to everyone who took the time to check on me, because that really got me through. In addition to the amazing support that I had from my family and my friends and my staff, who I couldn't have done any of this without. Like, they carried me through this, especially my husband and my parents. They carried me through that period. But most certainly it was the constant contact from Dale and Connor and Jerusha and Victoria and Deb and Amelia, and just everybody checking in on me, Lisa, the whole Handbag tribe, all of them. I can't express how grateful I am for all of you. And I'm super grateful for all of you out there as well. So we will return to regular scheduled programming, and I am back. I will do my best to stay on schedule. I'm a little out of practice, but I'll get there. There are lots of things to unbox around me. I have done a little bit of shopping while I've been gone, not a huge amount, but a little bit. I haven't really been in the mood to buy too much in terms of luxury. I bought a lot of clothes and makeup. There's been a lot of content over on TikTok because of that. But in terms of this luxury space, there are most certainly unboxings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's at least 8 unboxings around me. So there's certainly things to unbox, and let's get on with it. If you've liked today's video, please remember to hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. Please also remember to come follow me over on Instagram. I put lots up in real time, lots around my collection and my day-to-day life, so please come follow me over there. I also have my TikTok channel if you're interested in watching content around makeup and clothes. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.